It is Saturday, February 15th, 2025, and I guess Robinhood just wants to go to 85. I did say in a previous video, I don't remember when, but I did mention something about Robinhood going through like a Palantir moment where the stock could go down all the way to 40 or whatever price I said before, or it could start shooting all the way up to 85, and it kind of looks like it picked 85 this week. And for any of you guys that are new watching this right now, you can go back to some of my old videos around like November where I hit my first milestone, which is six figures, 100K. And since November, I'm already up like another 67 grand, which is insane. I did not deposit a lot of money at all. This is purely gains from mostly Robinhood. And by the way, if you guys couldn't already tell, it is raining right now and I'm in my car recording this, so that's probably why you're hearing it in the background. But anyways, this past Friday, I was up 2% on a day where the NASDAQ was only up about 0.41. This past week, though, I am up 12% in 1 week, mostly because of Robinhood earnings. Past month, almost 30%. Past 3 months, almost 54%. Year to date, 39% year to date. And just for context, the NASDAQ is only up 4.65%. So I am literally smoking the market right now, and it's only February. And if we take a look at my year chart, I am up $110,000, 193%. And of course, all time, absolutely parabolic, 120 grand, 256%. And just so you guys can see how much money I quote unquote deposited or whatever this number is, 47 grand. And for any of you guys that haven't noticed yet, Robinhood also has futures and index options now finally. And did you know you can consolidate your margin balances? Yes, I already knew that. And of course, Robinhood Legend that I did use when it first came out. I think I was one of the early access people. So I don't know how much has actually changed. I know, or I heard that they added crypto to the platform, and I saw somewhere on X that they're actually generating revenue off of Robinhood Legend. I'm not exactly sure how that works because I didn't really see much on there when I was using it. So maybe I need to go back and test out Robinhood Legend again. However, I will admit it has not been a completely perfect week because if any of you guys notice, I am missing my Win cash secured put that I did sell. I forgot when, but it was around $200, I want to say. And unfortunately, right before that huge pump before their earnings, like an idiot, I closed out my cash secured put. So that cash secured put that you guys see that I spent $210 to close out basically expired worthless, or it's gonna expire worthless. So I basically wasted $200 this week. I mean, I am almost at 170K in my Robinhood portfolio, which is basically all-time highs. So that just goes to show you guys, I make stupid decisions and stupid mistakes all the time, but somehow I'm still outperforming the market. And if we take a look at some of the equity I have built up, Robinhood absolutely crushing it, almost 100K just in one stock alone, which is crazy to think about because like I said, literally in November is when I hit my 100K milestone, and now I have almost that entire amount in one stock, and it's only been like 4 months, maybe 3. And speaking of Robinhood, I did see somewhere on X that there's rumors of a platinum tier coming out. So right now, Robinhood has the gold tier, of course, the gold subscribers, but there's rumors of a platinum tier, which will give you access to more features, perhaps a more personalized experience. So you will actually have like an advisor almost, where they'll help you with your specific needs, which is such a genius idea because I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous video, but I'm pretty sure I did in a really old video where there was rumors that Robinhood Gold would actually go up in price. And I was talking about how disappointed that would be because Robinhood's mission is to, oh my goodness, it is pouring like crazy right now, but okay, it's somewhat died down now. But anyways, I was talking about how disappointing that was for me because Robinhood's mission is to decentralize finance for all. And Vlad was always making comparisons with Costco, how the membership is only like $60 a year. which is what Robinhood is at $5 a month or $60 or $50 per year, whatever it is. And I wanted that to stay at the price that it was. Just like how Costco has that $1.50 hot dog combo that everyone always talks about, everyone loves. But with this platinum tier, Robinhood can just keep all the gold subscribers that they have right now, keep the price where it's at right now, but offer a more premium tier, a platinum tier that has more features, more services, whatever they want to put into that tier, but at a much higher price. So basically, Robinhood doesn't have to be stuck at this $5 tier forever. They can continue growing Robinhood Gold organically while also offering this more premium tier that goes up every single year, that generates even higher margins and higher cash flow for Robinhood, the company. And even though it's very dangerous to say this, with all this good news surrounding Robinhood, I honestly think that Robinhood can hit 85 with no problem. Like, it's already parabolic right now, but I seriously think 85, which is my price target, can be hit this year. So once Robinhood gets to 85, what could they do from there? What could they do to not only stabilize the stock price at those high levels so we don't have that insane crash back down? Not only to avoid that scenario, but to continue growing the stock price, of course, which is what we all want as Robinhood shareholders. What could they do? Well, one of the things that I think Robinhood could do in order to not only hit that $85 price, but to stabilize there and exceed that price is issue a dividend. So once Robinhood gets to that $85 to $100 range, issuing even a small dividend could really help keep those long-term shareholders. And even though the dividend yield is going to be very low, the yield on cost for very early Robinhood shareholders is still pretty high. And if Robinhood is going where I think they're going, which is like an American Express type of company, a huge juggernaut, continuing to increase their dividend every year. And even though it's not a high yielding dividend stock, it's still a consistently paying dividend stock that keeps growing every single year, keeps paying every single quarter. And it becomes one of those financial institutions, those financial stocks that you can just depend on in your portfolio, right? One of those big companies in the S&P 500 that just continue to survive and thrive. That is where I think Robinhood has the potential to go. And I believe that issuing just a 10-cent dividend per quarter, right? 10 cents every quarter, which is 40 cents a year. They should have no issue covering that. So that's just something to consider if somehow Vlad is actually watching this video right now. Now, the other stock that I wanted to talk about is actually the Honest Company. So year to date, it's actually down 9%. And I want to say it hit a high of around $8 or so. Yeah, basically $8.57 was this recent high that it came down off of. And those of you that have been watching my videos for a long time will know that my price target is still at $10. However, I do see a possibility for it to go down into the $5 range in the short term. Now, I don't know what could cause that. Maybe like tariff related news, or maybe people freaking out because Jessica Alba is getting a divorce, even though I don't think she owns a lot of the company. Whatever the news event is, I do see a possibility for the Honest Company to dip down into the $5 range. Currently, I only have 1,225 shares, and it's only worth about $7,000. So it's a very small position for my account. And I would love to place a very big bet on it, either before or after earnings, but I just need to make sure that I stick through with it, Unlike my win cash secured put, where I sold a cash secured put, it was a good trade, it expired worthless, or it's not expired yet, but it's basically a worthless contract now. I could have made $200 off, but like a dummy, I decided to close it out right before earnings and lose $200. But it is what it is.